Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today we are going to be transplanting hyacinth bulbs from my rose garden to my island garden. If you hear any noise, they're harvesting corn in January. Here is the rose garden as it sits here in the beginning of January. I do want to come in here and pull out all the hyacinths because, as you can see, they're already popping out of the ground. It's been pretty warm winter so far. You can see the ground's not even frozen. It's just still mud season. It's all wet. But these hyacinths are popping out because they're thinking it's spring. But I don't want them setting root here. I want to move them to my island garden out there so I can have a nice walkway pathway with them bordering it. I also might be taking these roses. I have one yellow, orange, red and pink roses here that may also be coming out, but I'm just going to start with the hyacinths today. It's going to be pretty simple. You can see these are already not too deep because the gutter overflowed and washed out to some of the soil here, so all I have to do is put my hori down in beside it, do a little prying from each angle, and I'll be able to pop the hyacinth bulb right out of there. Just knock some of the soil off of there, leave it in the bed, and then I got a perfect little transplant. I'm going to do that to the rest of these and see how many I can get out of here. I have to do some digging under the mulch to try and find the ones that aren't pushing up through yet. There's one. So you have to be careful or you end up breaking them off. So there's one popping up. Oh, there's another. Now I can just come in with the hori. I go about 4 to 6 inches down underneath, and then I just pry up. If it's a small one, it'll pop up. If it's a big one, you might have to go at angles, but most of them pop right out. I know how deep I planted them, so just go in there, do a little pop, shake off the dirt, and we get some hyacinths. Oh, there it is. All right, we got them all dug up. Right here is my sack full of hyacinths that are all trying to sprout. So we're going to take them over to the island garden and get them in the ground. This is the island garden here in winter. We're not in a snowy winter, but it's beginning of January nonetheless. And I want to line this white pathway that I put in here last year. I want to line it up this side with some hyacinths so I have spring color coming up. I already have it lined with calla lilies, so I'm going to have to watch when I dig and try and get the hyacinths in between them. But I think I'll be able to do it. I'm going to use my hori and I'm just going to pop them in the ground, and I'll show you that here. Looks like they're about done cutting the corn out there too, maybe one more haul. Okay, so I'm just going to pull away the mulch from an area here and see if I can find, that's something. I think that might be, yeah, that's a calla lily, but it's in there. That's a calla lily, so I'm not going to bust that open. Move over, see if I can find the next one and pop a hyacinth in between them. See, the calla lilies aren't popping up as much as the hyacinths were, so it's hard to see them. See if I can just get lucky. This ground's also full of roots. Nope, that's calla lily. This might be a little harder. I might have to go closer to the brick line to get something in. I filled it up with calla lilies. Yep, another one. Alright, I'm gonna need a new strategy. I'm gonna have to abandon my row idea, and I might just put a swath or a drift of them here, and then maybe a little bit on the other side, and then they can naturalize and kind of spread out over the years. Kind of wanted that row though. I'll have to settle for the calla lilies in the summer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just dig a hole. I have a lot of roots in this soil because there was a mature hemlock tree planted right here and it fell over in a storm. We have another one right there. We have a very large silver maple planted right there, so it's kind of rooty here. You just have to get in between them. Do this with one hand. Yeah, looking for a hole kind of like that. And then the Hori Hori has a nifty 6-inch blade, so you can see them 4 inches deep. I want to go a little bit deeper than that for the hyacinths so they can overwinter nice and warm. So get a little bit deeper. And what you want to do is take your Hori Hori and cut or pull the root out, because all that root's going to do is just completely take over your whole of the loose soil. So you want to get that root out. If you have any bulb tone or fertilizer, you can put it in now, but I don't, so I'm just going to drop that in. Since this one's a hair smaller, I'll backfill a little bit, give it some loose soil to start in, pull those roots out, and then just go ahead and settle that bulb right in there and backfill. It's okay if that sticks up a little bit, and it's okay if you bury it. But if you bury it, just remember where you put it so you don't step on it while you're planting everything else. That's pretty much all I'm going to do. I'm just going to throw some of the leaves and sticks back over it. I'm going to get these planted out in a nice little drift, and then we will be back during my weekly garden tours during the growing season, and you'll be able to see how they turn out. Go ahead, subscribe down below and check out our other channel with all the garden tours that are going to be happening. This channel is just for the garden maintenance and everything happening on property. And then I have a channel specifically for the garden tours. Go check that out and subscribe to that one as well. You can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching.